it's Kendra and Dustin. We are back with another episode of Stillwater. Now, previously, we left off, we were investigating Grandpa's room. We haven't found evidence, but we now know the direction of the paranormal. Mer people. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. Is it a mermaid? Is it what is it? Siren? Is it a curse? Or is our grandma a mermaid? That'd be sick. Or, or did our grandpa screw over a mermaid person? I don't know. But that seems to be the direction we're moving in. We got wet footprints. We got glowing green eyes. Definitely seems like a mermaid thing. We got paintings galore of water places, which, like, maybe he just likes water.
I mean, he owns
He's
a
a
fishing
fisherman.
He's married to the sea.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that weird. But we also have this strange family, I guess, fairy tale that seems pretty important considering it's been passed down from generation to generation. Now, whether this is a legit mermaid case or if it's just someone screwing with the family, knowing this information, I don't know. But our grandpa is now young, which is very weird. So, to my knowledge, that doesn't just happen. But that's where we are. And yeah, let's just continue the investigation, because I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so we got mysterious letters, it looks like, or paperwork maybe from the company, a book, and tea, which is interesting. Again, if it was just the glowing eyes, I'm like, maybe he got poisoned or something, I don't know. But the backwards aging, I feel like it can't be my grandpa. Like, it can't be my grandpa. Unless it is paranormal. But what would tea have anything to do with it? What do we want to investigate first?
Well, I kind of want to do the letters first.
Okay.
But I feel like, what if that triggers something and thus we can't?
Okay, we can wait. Is there any, for those of you who might know more lore about mer people, is there anything that has to do with drinking stuff? Like essence or a special plant that they can reach? I've heard in, like, I think it's in D&D, right? Can a mermaid bring you, like, a special seaweed or something, and you eat it and you can breathe underwater?
Not that I can think of.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Anyway, let me know, because I would assume this is the tea that Grandpa had before he reversed aged. Let's look at the teacup. I'm curious.
Pristine pearl white tea set sits patiently by, untouched and unused for quite some time.
Oh, never mind then. I guess it hasn't had tea in it. Interesting.
A leather-bound journal rests on the edge of the table. Its pages are torn out so haphazardly that the binding itself is starting to fall out.
Oh, so these are journal pages.
Scattered pieces of paper, all forgotten, lie waiting on the cold floor. Heavily etched markings are found scrawled all over the papers.
Can we look at them?
I need to hurry. I don't want to stay here for too long.
Oh. Mortimer Estate, 11:50. So we got 10 minutes before whatever activity happens.
Should have looked up what Mortimer means. I feel like that might.
Do you think it's a clue?
Well, the mort in Mortimer, I'm guessing, has something to do with death.
Maybe.
Mortis,
like a mortician.
Yeah, well, mortis is Latin for death.
He searches and searches, and still there's no sign of Lewis. To Hugo, even if there is a fragment, a singular thread to that person, to their real selves, he could find them. But there's nothing. Well, the chest is locked. If we could get in there, we might find something. Not one thing pertaining to him. It's as if the thought of Lewis barely exists at all.
What's going on? Clearly sensed that presence from before, but it's gone again. Damn it, I wish I had more time.
Ooh, Hugo's getting mad.
No, calm down. Has to be here. I just need to focus.
Maybe it's inside of the grandfather? No, because Grandpa was already like that when we showed up, and that's when he sensed it. He ponders again, retracing every step and every little detail, hoping that he overlooked something. Yet all he knows is that one tangible thing that connects him, that tethers so closely to this space, and most of all to Henry, is the letter. Words of promise, of love, and all delicately etched onto a page, but tainted with a powerful and dark emotion that has been festering for too long.
Tainted?
From the very start of all this, Hugo believed that whoever Lewis was, they were the ones responsible. He thought that he could find them and convince them to stop their haunting for good, to bring them peace and to move on. However, that isn't the case anymore. The unnatural focus that binds everyone so closely together in this family is not the cause of an angry spirit. No, something far more devious than that. As he takes the letter out from the envelope, he notices a change within. Bearing no foreboding threat at the bottom of the page, it looks just like a regular letter, or rather what it once was. A sad and tragic love. He has an idea! If you can't come, then I understand. Things have gotten more complicated with your mother ever since she found out about us, right? I'm sorry, Henry, for everything. It hurts to see you so torn up like this. I've never hurt you or drag you along with me. If this is to be our farewell, then can I ask for you for one last favor? Could you keep my locket? I know this is selfish of me, but I'd like for you to have it. I'd be happy to know it's safe with you. My heart will forever be yours, Henry. With love always, Lewis. They were a thing! I was hoping, but I didn't want to force my ideals onto somebody.
So this was the true letter.
So wait, we literally couldn't see this? Nobody could see that?
I guess so.
All that it said before was... it was like, Henry, remember your promises, right? Wasn't that the letter?
I believe they said that, like, halfway through the letter, it turned into...
Oh. So now that that's gone, whatever was covering it, the tainted spirit or whatever, now we can read the letter.
Mm-hmm.
So Henry was in love with Lewis, or, well, Lewis was in love with Henry. Wait, did you read that?
I think so.
Okay. A small warmth emanates from the paper, wrapping closely around his fingers, quiet and soothing. The fragment Hugo was searching for.
Lewis, I'm sorry. You were also a victim in all this, too. Please, if you can hear me, I need your help.
Ooh, it's paranormal! Without warning, the sound of a click can be heard across the bedroom, as if something unlocked itself. Hugo turns his head towards the sound and sees the chest. Unlike the other furniture, its dark and rustic features have not been maintained well. Have not. Okay, never mind, I read it right. Left to rot on its own. Ooh. Suddenly, he stops at the sound of a voice. A sweet voice whispering to him. beckoning him towards the fireplace. What? Okay. Come here, my dear, sweet boy. What? Can I save? Yes. Quick save?
I mean, do
Save.
both.
I'll just save. So wait, there's multiple paranormal things going on?
Well, I mean, something was clearly going on.
Can I push escape?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
I said something was clearly going on with you. It's also a quick save, just in case.
Well, something's going on with Hugo, but that one was green.
Yeah.
This is red, just like the Remember Your Promises Henry one.
Yeah, that's what I was.
So there must be two separate things going on?
I guess if
or
Lewis
is it like
also being taken advantage of in this haunting.
But who would be taking advantage of Lewis and my grandpa?
Mermaid. They both round into a mermaid.
Oh, maybe.
Deal with the mermaid.
Oh, maybe. Okay, go to the painting. Don't go to the painting. Go to the painting?
I feel like go to the painting might be an end.
Yeah, so we should go to the painting.
Let's
yeah, go to the painting. Listen to the voice. I almost wonder, so is this a mermaid or is this a siren? Is there a difference? Are mermaids not good?
Depends on the culture.
Okay. Go to the painting. Wait, this is Ophelia. Right? That's Ophelia drowning?
Maybe. I don't know.
There mounted by the fireplace is a painting of a beautiful woman floating on water. Her pale skin is incandescent?
Incandescent?
What does that mean?
It glows?
Like iridescent, but instead it's glowing from within?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Brilliantly prominent.
It's like a candle.
Against the contrast to the dark, murky waters that keep her hidden. Keep her bound to the canvas. Hugo stares intensely at the picture. An empathetic sorrow swells within him, disarming his very senses and forcing him to inch closer, surrendering himself to the sweet song. So wait, am I reading the red?
This seems
like it's supposed to be a lady.
The mermaid.
Yeah.
Or the lady of the lake.
Poor thing. How lonely you must feel.
She gonna give us a scalper.
You are a lot like him. Like Henry. Okay. What if she, took advantage of Henry? What if Lewis and Henry couldn't be together? And so then she, preyed upon Henry's loneliness or something. Maybe my grandma is the mermaid! As Hugo approaches closer and closer to the painting, his mind screaming to run, he sees it. He can finally see beyond the facade of the lady portrays, for what the painting truly is. But don't worry. Ooh! I don't even know what that's supposed to look like, but it looks different. I can take away that sadness. A deformed creature, a mermaid, floats above the surface. The voice whispers. Large, hollow eyes stare back, boring deeply into his eyes. Her skin is melting, bleeding heavily. Its black ichor as it gushes out from the canvas.
Ichor is blood.
Oh.
Especially of the gods.
Some of it starts to hit not only the floor, but at Hugo as well. The black viscous tar clinging persistently onto him, unrelentless as they continue to pile up. And then he feels it. What drew him initially to this thing, a deep sense of longing rushes through him. snuffing out what little control he had left, finally embracing this nature to come home. Take my hand. Without hesitation, Hugo reaches out his hand while his body leans in closer to the mermaid. She grabs and pulls him in. Not once looking back, he dives and follows after her, returning to nothing. Bad end. Beyond the painting. Ooh. So that's why Grandpa was looking at the painting so much. Do you think she can travel in between paintings?
Maybe.
Ooh. Interesting. Alright, should we look at and see?
Let's look at the break room. Yeah.
Okay. Achievements?
Yeah.
Well, it is the next one. Is this supposed to be... Oh, I wish I could click it. Is that supposed to be something in particular that I'm just not familiar with? Like the change of it?
I don't know.
Because I'm like trying to see if I can see another image within the image. But
it's mostly just supposed to be spooky.
Okay. Let me know. But I think the original painting was supposed to be Ophelia, right? Have you ever seen that? It's like a famous painting.
I don't think so.
It's like Ophelia floating in the water.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. We all know who Ophelia is. If you've gone to public school, odds are you know who Ophelia is. But,
way of Hamlet.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the particular painting you're speaking of.
Yeah. Okay, so we still have a lot more to go.
4.
Yeah, 4. So, fascinating. And then we got...
A lot of songs still to unlock.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what my theory is. Clearly, Henry and Lewis seem to be romantically involved. In some way. I would assume it was reciprocated, considering he had Lewis's locket. For some reason, it sounds like they weren't able to be together. I would assume this is supposed to be kind of historically accurate, so I would assume it's just like, the homophobia of the time.
Sound like...
The mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is sad. But, makes sense, because... I think this in itself is supposed to be a while ago because they don't have cell phones or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And then plus the rotary phone. So, makes sense given the times. Sad, but makes sense. But my confusion lies on. Now, Henry must have made a deal with the mermaid, it sounds like.
It's a little funny because, they're semen.
Yeah. Yeah. Henry must have made a deal with the mermaid. What that deal was, I'm not sure. Now, I don't know if that means... Ooh, that sounds freaky. I don't know if that means my grandma was the mermaid. Well, Nina's grandma. I keep saying me. But I don't know if Nina's grandma's the mermaid. Or if Henry just, married someone. Because that's what you did back in the day when you were... anything other than straight. You just kind of married someone because you had to. And I think we came from money, right? Or did Henry
not entirely sure. At first, it sounded like Nina's grandfather
started
built
the company. Wealth. Yeah, but now I'm not sure.
But now I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, but regardless, he ended up with someone who was not Lewis. Now, in the deal making, did Lewis get sacrificed? That's what I'm wondering. And maybe Lewis was the person who we saw, the shadow, watching over Grandpa. Now, I don't know if that necessarily means Lewis is a bad guy. Like haunting or cursing Henry.
Well, it sounded like whatever the mermaid is
the bad guy.
Was using Lewis was using like
the fallout of their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, against Henry.
Yeah, and
yes.
Since having the letter back in the house, now the letter is just love, and so you know, whatever happened, Lewis may have been okay with how it ended, but then now the mermaid is using the guilt that Henry feels
against him.
Yeah,
but why?
To get whatever they get.
Yeah. I feel like we're still missing some important clues, which, like, duh, because we still have a lot more to do. But I'm curious to know, A, did Lewis die?
Henry, I guess.
Right. Did Lewis die in the process of the mermaid deal being made? Because I feel like normally if you get promised wealth, there's some kind of drawback, right?
Yeah.
And considering how the family story went, it was a fisherman falling in love with a mermaid, and clearly that's not this. I would assume maybe, like, part of the deal was his love for Lewis or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, seems like that's what the takeaway we're supposed to get from the story. But what is she doing? I don't know. Why is my grandpa young? I don't know. I'm confused on that. And clearly, I think there are supposed to be two separate entities, Lewis and the mermaid, in the house. Right?
Well, yeah, at least that's what Hugo thinks, because he was asking Lewis to help.
For help, yeah. So, Lewis is dead. But how did he die? I don't know. Yeah, I know, this is an awkward change of pace. We're talking about evidence! Anyway, I feel like we need a board. We need a cork board with a bunch of string and stuff. Because, like, we're making progress. But we're still missing so many things. But anyway, that's the end for today's episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Stillwater, because I freaking am. This is great. It turns out I like being a detective. But yeah, so I would definitely, if you guys enjoy this, recommend checking it out for yourself. There should be a link in the description below. Let me know if you guys have any theories. Again, if you're more familiar with, like, mermaid, siren, whatever lore, maybe you'd bring a little extra, because I'm so confused on that. I thought mermaids were nice.
It depends who you talk to.
Right. I'm just mainly again, my exposure is basically the Little Mermaid, so I'm not very knowledgeable about this.
What about the mermaids in Peter Pan?
Oh, that's true. They try to kill Wendy.
We just tried to drown her.
That's a good point. I feel like people always forget about those girls. They are dangerous. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you have any more insight into what's going on, or if you have just, your own theories and takes on the case. I'd love to read them. If you want to come and talk to us live, we do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not this specific game. I honestly don't know what we're working on probably by the time you're seeing this. But don't worry, we upload all of our VODs over to our YouTube channel. So if you want a sneak peek of what we're working on over there before coming over, you can check those out. Even if, what we're playing has nothing to do with this, we'd still love to see you and chit-chat with you. But don't worry, if live streaming's not your thing, just stick in, with commenting. We'll see it. We'll respond to it. All we ask is if you do check out the game, no spoilers, please and thank you. If you like this game, there is one other game that we played by this studio. However, the vibes are completely different. Still a little bit of a mystery, but much more comedy. A lot less death. For the most part. I think we do technically kill someone in that game. Or attempt to kill someone in that game. If you're curious, check it out.
At least attempt.
At least attempt.
I don't think it actually works.
I don't think so either. I think they survive. If you're curious, check it out. It's a pretty fun game. Otherwise, just check out any of the games we have. We have a couple different other, like, puzzle mystery games. None quite like this, but, like, Midnight Train, for example, is a little bit of a mystery. But yeah, just check them out. If you want a sneak peek of the various games that we have available, you can always go to our TikTok, our YouTube Shorts, or our Instagram Reels. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
This music's kind of fun. Anyway. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. Do whatever you feel like doing. We will appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!